Hey everybody, and welcome back to Grand's Family Farm. As y'all saw in the previous clip, the other day we went and picked up a new freezer, and we got some exciting news about why we need that new freezer. Many of y'all know we've talked about in the past that we used to sell at farmers markets. We'd sell produce, meat, and all that good stuff. And then when 2020 hit, all the processors booked up for a couple of years, and we couldn't get our stuff in, so we kind of sold out and quit for a while. Well, I guess people realized the world wasn't coming to an end, canceled a bunch of their appointments, and you can actually get into a processor now. And we've got a friend who has a market that's here local in town that's going to let us put a freezer in there to sell our meats. So we're super excited about that. We went and picked up the meat from the processor, and we're fixing to give you a rundown about what we got and kind of how it looks and what we ended up with and what we're kind of expecting to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get into showing you exactly what the meat is, I'm going to talk a little bit about numbers. So we took a couple of pigs up there, and they had a combined weight of 557 pounds live weight. So live pig on the hoof, 557 pounds. So whenever they go to process them, they weigh them by carcass weight, and that's what you actually have to pay for whenever you get processing done. And their carcass weight was 343 pounds. So I'm looking at my numbers here. So about 61.5% of their live weight is actually the hang weight. So that's what we actually had to pay on. And then on top of that, you will then get your finished product because you'll still have some waste from that where they trim stuff up and things like that, and then like remove bones and all that. Mm-hmm. And with that, we ended up with 294 pounds of finished meat. So that's about 52% of the live weight, or about 85% of the carcass weight. So pretty good yield. Now we're going to show you how this meat looks. Extremely different than anything you're going to buy in the store. Like I said, all the stuff you buy in the store is like a pale pinkish white. I mean, it's just not got a lot of color, and it's just not that great. But we are really happy with how this turned out.
This was amazing.
We do have a box here. The place we use, they're not able to smoke meats under inspection, so we wanted some smoked and cured bacon and stuff, so they did that. So this is going to be going home with us because it's actually labeled that it's not for sale. But I mean, check out that bacon. I mean, it's got a lot of meat to fat ratio instead of just all fat like a lot of them. I mean, it looks really good. And
look at the dark color of that meat. That's the craziest thing to me is the color difference between. I mean, some of the bacon I've bought lately. I mean, it looks good. It tastes good, but it's not the same as that. Not at all.
And I think on that we still had a bunch of hams and stuff left, so we did not. I did do some jowl. Got some jowl that was actually cured and smoked, and so that's, or I guess just smoked, not cured. Yeah, they smoked it, but really good on that. So that is actually going home with us.
Yes. So currently we are at the daycare property right now.
Yes.
Reason being is since it still has not sold yet, we do have extra freezers, extra refrigerators, all that good stuff. We're utilizing one of our big freezers today because it'll be close to where we're going to stock it for the market. And it's a lot less of a drive from here to the market than it is from our home to the market. And we don't want to put everything at the market just yet. We kind of want to see how things sell and what sells best and all that too.
Yeah.
Plus, we've still got to set the new freezer up at the market. I just talked to her today about, logistics and where to put it and all that good stuff. That way, but we got to let that sit and get nice and cold and everything before we actually go and stock it. Plus, we've got to get some price tags done and all that because we did just pick it up today.
Yeah. So we're going to be logging all this meat, making a log for us. We'll go home, print out price tags, and then tomorrow, after the freezers had time to run all night, we'll go and stock it, and it'll be set up for tomorrow afternoon and this weekend.
Yeah,
so,
that's exciting.
Super excited about that, but we just kind of wanted to give you all a rundown of what exactly we got and how the meat looks, too. Because like I said, we're super thrilled with it.
This is amazing.
We'll start with this one. This is mostly, I guess it's all bacon.
Yeah.
So this is fresh bacon. We weren't able to, if we can't sell the smoked stuff, so we did fresh because some people may want to do that. Plus, we've cooked fresh bacon before, and
delicious.
It's really good. It just cooks a little different, and the color's different when it gets done too. It's not like the reddish color like smoked and cured stuff. No. It's more of a brown, just like if you're cooking, but it's really good. But you can see like on that too, like how the meat, like I said, it's got a good meat to fat ratio.
Yes,
and it just looks really good. The pigs weren't overly fat. The other thing too that we want to kind of test out this market is we've got a couple more pigs that are about ready to be processed, and it'll kind of give us an idea how we want those cut up and done, because if sausage or something sells really good, then we'll know to get more of it done like that. If it doesn't, then we'll try something else.
And I already talked to a few people here locally, and I don't know, somehow in recent conversations it's come up about buying, more farm-raised meats and that kind of thing. And whenever they found out that we were, about to be getting some meat back from the processor, they were like, hey, be sure to let me know, because as soon as you get that, I may want to go buy some. So I'm hoping that's a good sign that we've got a good market here. In years past, we've done really well with it. It's just been a few years, so hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I guess this is some of the trimmings off the bacon
Okay.
that they were doing. Here's some fresh sliced jowl.
Okay.
But I guess this is what you use for like burnt ends and stuff like that. Because I know they told me about chopping up for that, so that might be what they did, so we can just try that.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
maybe only one package of bags like that. 'Cause everything else looks like it. Yeah, it's bacon too. Like I said, I guess. And that's the other thing too about like whenever you have something processed yourself, it's not all going to be uniform like at the store. Like they're growing pretty much like a cookie cutter type pig, and then this is just a little bit of everything, and you just never know what you're going to get. But I really like the color on that. It looks really good. So this is all bacon or jowl or some form of that
we can actually sell.
Yes, that we can sell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is
pretty, yes.
pork chops.
Yeah. I love the look of these.
Really dark color red. They've got some pretty good marbling in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one especially. You can
Yeah.
really see that.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. But these are packaged 2 to a package, and it's about just a little over a pound in each one. So we'll be able to get those set up. But we've got 2 boxes.
Yes, 2 of those.
Or is it 3?
I don't. There's just 2, and the third one's
I'm
something
pretty
else.
sure that's all.
Yeah.
It's all pork chops.
Mm-hmm. And that one's all pork chops, because I looked in that.
Yep, all pork chops.
Yep, 2 whole boxes of pork chops packed very tightly. Oh yeah, 'cause this is the other stuff.
Yeah. So then we opted to go ahead and get the neck bones and all that, which
That'll be going with us.
I probably would have packaged that a little different, but they put them all in one package, so
Okay.
it's like 10 pounds. So that'll make a lot of broth, bone broth, and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
And then we got some roast, pork butt roast done up.
Look how
They
beautiful
look
those
really
are.
good. Really dark. Like I said, the color is the biggest thing to get. It's hard to get over, but that's like 3.5 pounds. This one's 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how I told them to cut it. I think I might have just told them whatever they thought was best, was good for me.
Yeah.
That one's 4.5 pounds. So I mean, it's
Between 3 and 5, it looks like.
yeah.
Okay.
So good roast.
Yes.
And
And excited about those neck bones there.
nothing ever goes back in like it came
Yeah,
out.
and that's okay. It's all going to be coming out eventually anyway, so we can.
Okay, this looks like ground beef, but this is ground pork.
This looks a lot different than our last ground pork,
Yeah,
too.
look how red that is.
I know, that's really exciting.
Like I said, we raise Berkshire pigs, and the Berkshire pigs really have good color.
They do.
So,
Yeah.
it's just really nice.
Yeah. And obviously shows that some of our feeding regimen has been good since we have a good ratio of the meat to fat and all that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's one thing we were talking about is like I told them that I wanted to keep the fat if there was any left over, but we haven't found any, so I'm assuming that, because we don't just raise an overly fat pig. I mean, they're out running around and stuff, and so they keep it worked off, and so I'm thinking that they might have ended up using because we did a lot of ground stuff.
Yes.
Like we took all the hams and everything, since we couldn't sell them smoked, I just went ahead and I was like, just ground the hams and everything, and we'll do ground pork and sausage and all that good stuff. But
yeah,
these are the ribs.
those look
That's the
beautiful.
spare ribs. Yep.
Spares.
They're all.
Spare, yeah. That's all.
We didn't have, since we did bone-in chops, that takes
that's
out
right,
the baby back.
Yeah.
That was on. This is just ground. This is sausage. So
Okay.
both of these are sausage. We got this box already open, so we can get this one open.
Breakfast sausage.
Yep, we did a mild breakfast sausage. These are in about 1 pound packages as well, so
Last time
really good.
Last time we didn't have them do any sausage out of fear that something might be put in there that would contain some gluten. And this time we did, since we knew part of this was going to the market, and we were just kind of taking a chance on it. So we're going to see, I guess, hopefully the ingredients and everything are good in this one. But
Well, it's salt, spices, and sugar.
okay, so probably.
So I would have to check with them because they didn't think there was anything that contained gluten. But that's the other reason that we got the ground pork.
Yes.
Is so that if we wanted to, because we've got a good recipe for breakfast sausage, and so if somebody was needing gluten free, since we can't guarantee that this is,
Yeah.
then it's just one of those things that if somebody wants to be for sure safe, then
Yeah.
they need to go with
Like,
this.
I probably will not eat any of that, but that doesn't mean we won't try some of this too for Kevin and the girls, just because, I mean, I'd still like to know what the flavor's like. Y'all can talk to me about it. But
I may call him again and see, because I was talking, whenever I was setting it up, I was talking to the guy that is like over the actual chopping up the meat and everything. And so, because I mean, if it's just like actual raw spices that they're putting there, not like a spice mix, then it should be safe.
Yes, should be. Yes.
It's just going to be if it's like some sort of made up thing. But I'm guessing that it's individual spices they're putting in there. So I'm probably going to check to see if they can do that. The other cool thing, which is this is a heat transfer printer, so it's not going to be the greatest, but they were able to put our logo on the packages too. So all the packages have our logo, and it also has the processor's information too, which is required, and it's USDA inspected. So.
And also, in talking to our friend that runs the market, she was saying that based on the location inside the shop where she's going to put it, we're going to be near a window, and she suggested us getting some sort of a banner. I've got to look at the size of the space in the window and everything so we can order one. But we can put our farm name on there and put, that our products are sold there. So I thought that was really cool.
I'll probably get a magnet made up with the farm logo to slap on the front of the freezer.
Yeah, do both, and that way there's something on the outside, something on the inside to specify what's ours and all that, and it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited about this, and the fact that we don't have to get up at like 5 o'clock every Saturday morning to run to a farmer's market is really nice, because there was nothing here locally for a farmer's market, so we would have to drive over an hour each way to wherever we wanted to sell super early, set up, and then sometimes you did great, sometimes you didn't. But if it's actually sitting in a shop,
people can go by whenever.
Yes, and I mean, from what I've been hearing, a lot of people have been in and out of there, and a lot of people are really, really happy with that market. So super excited about this.
Yeah, but hopefully this will get a new market set up for our pigs, because instead of us having to sell piglets and whatnot, we may just be raising them all out and selling pork.
Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get this stuff put into the freezer. We're going to log everything as we do so that we know exactly how much of everything we have, how many packages, and all that good stuff, so that we can put it in a computer and, make sure we have all our labels done, make sure we have an accurate count, since we are going to be putting this at a market that we are not necessarily going to be at or anything. Trust them and all that, but we needed to keep that for our records and such too. And which we actually did that when we went to farmers markets before, is we would actually write down somewhere, we took 12 packages of pork chops, 12 things of this, 12,
and it's not so much that, it's just that, like, whenever we were running ourselves, it was like so much per pound, and we would do the math on the spot. On this, we're going to have labels pre-done up with the prices on there. So if we've got a package of pork chops that weighs a pound and we got one that weighs 2 pounds, I mean, they're clearly not going to be the same size or same price, and so we want to go ahead and have all the labels done. If we know what labels to make, we set our prices, slap them on there, and then send them to market.
Yes.
That way all they have to do is type it in and be done.
Yeah, and it's really cool that they're going to have multiple ways to tally it also, and then they'll give us a printout every month on what's sold and how much of it and all that good stuff. That way we can plan for the future on what else we need to do for our next pigs.
Yeah, which we'll probably go in there probably weekly anyhow, just to check inventory and everything, or if something's running low. We may do it a little more often at first, till we kind of see what it's running, and if we get it filled up, then we may let it go a week or so. But that way we can just keep a check, make sure it's stocked well, and see what goes and what doesn't.
Yep.
So this is what our freezer looks like. It is loaded up.
Yep. Pardon the mess. This is a storage closet here and was formerly organized, but
we rented out the property and they left it a mess.
Yep. But look at that beautiful meat in there. I just love that. And this is actually, we got to look in and kind of laughed about it. This is the exact same freezer that we purchased for the market.
Yes.
Same size and everything. So that's perfect because it fits really, really well. Okay, but as far as tallies go, here's what we've got. We've got 58 packages of pork chops, and they range from
a little under a pound to a pound and a half.
Yeah. So pretty wide range, but that's to be expected. 78 packages of sausage, which those range from right at a pound up to like 1.17-ish. We have 8 pork butt roast. Sorry, I had to get the clipboard and paper out because I did not actually have a notebook up here because I took them all home for homeschool. Have 47 packages of ground pork, and those range from 1.10 to 1.17. 4 packages of spare ribs, and those vary a little bit too, but not that much. Fresh bacon, we have 13 packages of that, and then we have 8 packages of fresh jowl and that 1 package of the bacon ends.
Yeah.
So,
and the neck bones we're taking home, so we didn't tally that in there, and we also didn't tally in the smoked meat that we're taking home. So this is only the stuff that's staying for the market, so we can make labels for it.
Yeah. So that's really good. I feel like. I mean, the freezer looks good. It looks well stocked, and that's what we want. And if this works out, then we'll be restocking this because we'll be having to process some more.
Yeah, as soon as I kind of get an idea how this is going to go, I'll go ahead and get more processing dates, and we'll just keep it going.
Yep, that's great, and I'm really thankful that we have this here. That way, it's a little closer to the market too. Which I would not be complaining if this place would sell though. So, correct. I mean, if this place sells, I will happily drive it all the way to town. I mean, not going to complain. We will just have this at the house instead.
Correct.
Because this is going with us. Because the freezer is invaluable.
Yep.
But I think what we're fixing to do now is to go take the freezer over to the market. That way we can get it set up, let it start cooling and everything, and hopefully maybe tomorrow we can go over there and actually stock the freezer.
Yes.
Have the labels and all that stuff. If we have time tonight to get those done. If not, then it might be a couple of days, but it's still going to be in the next few days that we get this thing going and hopefully start selling some meat.
Yes, that's the plan.
Yep, and our friend who owns the market actually said that she's excited and can't wait to be a customer. So that's exciting too.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, but we're going to be over there. I don't know that we'll be able to film any because it is going to be probably some cramped quarters, and it's going to take both of us all hands on deck to get this thing in. So we'll let you know when we get done. All right, so we got home, got our meat put away, and now it's time to get these chores done because they need food. Well, they've been fed now. They needed food and water, but water is being filled up, and figured I'd show you guys how everybody's doing here. So we've kind of made some rearrangements to our pens. You see that these are all the smaller, younger goats plus our 2 sheep that have not had babies. And over here, we've put Snowflake, Rose, our mama goat, and up on top of the house there, her name is Sunshine. She is actually older than all the rest of our goats, but she is the mama to Puppy that was brought up here a while back from Kevin's mom. And she is hanging out with us now because she was the only one left down there. She was actually mostly staying in, but she'd get her head caught in the fence all the time. So she asked if she could bring her down, and we said, of course. But since these girls are all breeding age, they're fine to be in here with Johnny, we figured we might let them hang out with him for a while, see if maybe he can sweet talk them maybe we can get our mama's bread and have some more babies. They're kind of not real thrilled about it right now. Rose especially. She's been trying to escape. Snowflake, she's just kind of, she's there, but she is really tight with Rose. She accidentally got out of this pen a while back, and she was pacing the fence trying to get back in with Rose. Rose is the ringleader, but she's like the only one that Rose is super sweet to, because they've been raised together since they were itty bitty. But as you can see, Johnny is having a great time. He is loving being over here with all these ladies. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? You like it? Yeah. You trying to talk to him? Rose. Rose. I don't think so, honey. I don't think so. Those are taller panels than what you can get out of. At least I hope so. But they've all calmed down. They were kind of running crazy for a little bit because they did not know what this pen was or anything like that. But now they're good. These guys are calm. She's not real sure what to think because Mama's not with her, but you know, should be okay. Hey, Blizzard. Blizzard's been eating and he's overseeing the filling up of the water. Fresh water's just always better than what you got out there. Do I need to feed you guys? Let me go get some feed for y'all. We've got to get some more carabiners for their feed things that were on the fence because the clips came off. And he may have some more somewhere, but we're gonna have to find them. But I'm fixing to get some feed for them. And the reason Kevin is not with me, he is actually going to get some hay because, as always, these guys are out of hay and need some more. Seems like every time you turn around. Let's see. Johnny, I don't want you. I would go in there, but with all these new ones in, they're liable to try to get out. And I don't really want that. So we're just going to put in this feeder for now. I'm going to have to go get some more feed pans because that's not going to be enough. Hey, quit. Sunshine. You actually ate earlier when you were down there? All right. Give me a minute and I'll go get y'all some more feed pans somewhere. I've got some more. I just got to go locate them. Hi, Cookie Buddy. We've been trying to decide about putting him in with the other goats. Calculating the youngest goat's ages, they ought to be old enough for a male to be in there with them, but just not real sure yet, so we're just gonna kind of wait and see. All right, Cookie Buddy. I gotta go all the way around here to your feed pan because his clips came off the feeder too. And it rained, so this one needed dumped out. Okay. Oh. There you go, buddy. Feed all these various chickens around here. All right, so he's happy. Now, on to the big pen. Oh, I did not realize I was filling up that big water too. I'm gonna have to go handle that because I think I'm overflowing up here. Got all the water swapped around everywhere. Now I'll bring you in closer. You can see what all is going on with these guys. Hey, babies. As you can tell. Hi, Precious. All right. Start by feeding the emus. If you do that, then you don't have to worry about them getting in the big feeder and being cranky with the others. So I try to do that. If I forget though, and I'm just in a hurry, oh, I hope I didn't tear that. It's my good shirt. I don't normally do chores in this outfit, but we were getting home and needed to get stuff done, so figured I'd just come out here and do chores real quick. I say real quick. Chores are never fast. But like I said, we wound up moving goats around and all that, so turned into a little bit longer process than what we initially intended. That should be plenty for the pigs. Come on, you horses and donkeys. Come on, guys. Had to go swap the water again from some of those others. It's a continuous process while we're watering. I generally try to go ahead and just keep it moving. Just swap from pan to pan as we're going, just to make it a little easier, because if I do it while I feed, then I don't have to just wait on water. And sometimes with my forgetfulness, I leave the water on, and I did that the other day. So realized it a while later and kind of made a mud hole, but that's okay. But as you can tell, these guys are all doing fine. Hey, Precious. Hey, Pancakes. She's definitely large and in charge. Y'all were actually waiting really patiently, except for Precious. He just didn't think we were ever going to feed him, did you, buddy? And there's Spock over there in the corner. Hey, Spock, buddy. He is eating grain like a champ now. It's awesome. Hey, Waffles. Hey, buddy. He's so sweet and so pretty. Getting the hay for him, so they'll be completely taken care of. Super happy too. So we'll watch him put this hay bale in, and then we're gonna go and check on the mama pen. Let you see how those guys are doing. Because we actually have a new addition, although we don't have any more new babies. Well, I'll explain more about that in a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That way they can eat to their heart's content. I'll go ahead and take you back up the hill, and we will go check on the mama pen, see how all these guys are doing, and kind of fill you in on why we have another animal in there that we didn't have before. So coming over here to the mama pen, we fed them because we had to get Sparkles in here. So the story about Sparkles is kind of sad, actually, because we did not have any idea when we bought her that she might possibly be bred. She was not exposed to any males once she came home with us, and we didn't have any idea. She wasn't that big, but she had a baby, and baby did not make it, unfortunately. So Sparkles is over here because Sparkles is in milk, and she's producing a lot of milk. And contrary to what we thought, she's actually really easy to catch and to milk. I had no idea that would be the case with her, because she's not friendly, but she's not the most friendly goat that we might possibly have. So I don't know. It's weird, but she's letting us milk her, and we moved her over here for ease because it's just a little closer to the milk stand and all that, because we were milking her at first to get the colostrum, but now she should be transitioned fully over to milk, so we're gonna be milking her to actually save the goat's milk. Hey, baby. What you doing? she's not real sure what to think about these guys. No, they haven't really been around her a whole lot either. But look at these guys. Look at the babies. We still have one that we need to band, his tail, our youngest one. We just hadn't gotten to it yet, but he will be soon. I'm trying to see if I can catch the backside of Junior. I don't know if I can or not. There we go. If you can, I don't know if you can tell very well or not, but it is starting to shrivel up a little bit, and that bottom part probably won't be very long before it starts falling off, before it falls off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the little girls here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look how thin that bottom section is now. And as you can tell, they're not suffering and they're doing just fine with it. And it's just a very easy, more natural way to dock the tail. So they're happy and healthy too, though. Look at how look at how big they are. And he went to go get the water hose to fill up the water, but look at the little boy. Look at him. He is almost as big as the girls are. Sheepy, what you doing, baby? Living her best life. Looking like she needs to be sheared again. Do you need to be sheared? Yeah, I had to feed them all earlier to be able to pull her in here because they were all really, really excited about who was coming in if they were bringing feed, so. And look at Cicely. She is super wide now. She doesn't move all that fast. Abby's been walking her around though. She thinks that it's really fun to come over here and just grab her little collar, and Cicely just walks right beside her because she loves to be petted, so. She should be due in about a month. That's pretty awesome. Can't wait to see if we do indeed get triplet baby goats. Then we'll have even more babies in this pen. Hey, you are okay. You just don't know what to think. You've got a new crew here and not real sure. New crew, not real sure. You did eat in the other pen, so I know you're not that hungry. Cicely, be nice. Everybody be nice. Those mamas are always close by with their babies, and I love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, there's just something so peaceful about baby lambs. Hey, Junior. Hey, baby. Ah, there we go. Yeah, you're curious enough to where you'll actually look at me, huh? The girls have a little wild in them like their mama. And he does too, because he's a little standoffish, but that's okay. The girls are in here every day trying to gentle them all down and keep them happy and friendly, because maybe we can break the cycle, because their mamas are a little bit crazy.
So we've got most of the chores done now, but we still got a lot of work to do today because we're super excited to get that meat in that market. And so we're going to have to go through our inventory list, make up labels, price list, and all that, and get everything ready to go. So tomorrow we can go stock up the freezer and be open for business.
Yay.
They're supposed to be having a little farmer's market this weekend, which the store will be open at the same time too. So instead of us having to go sit, we'll just have the meat in the freezer, and hopefully it does well. Like I said, if not, then who knows? You may see us setting up at a farmer's market again somewhere. But
yeah,
we at least want to try it this way and see how it goes.
Yes.
And it's not like it's a huge deal to sell something fast. It's something that can build slowly because, like I said, we've got an ample supply of pigs, but we've still got a little bit longer on the next round. We've got one that's almost ready, but we've got another plan for it, which y'all will find out very soon.
Very, very soon.
But not quite yet.
Yep.
But I think that's going to be it for today, and we're going to go get busy making up labels. We'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye.
Bye, guys.